to the prosperity of a nation, let peace reign. On the news this afternoon, PDP insists defected Rivers lawmakers can't return. Federal government to open student loan application portal next week. Ipman says current fuel shortage in Rivers State to end soon. Today is World Hypertension Day. And on the foreign scene, Israel accuses South Africa of false claims at ICJ. I'm Ifechu Kumoyan with the news. The PDP is insisting that the 27 lawmakers at the Rivers State House of Assembly who defected to the APC have lost their seats forever. The party said this in a statement issued by its National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, in Abuja. Mr. Ologunagba said that the clarification became necessary following a report on social media claiming that there were a plot to compromise the party's position to return the defected lawmakers to their seat. He said the lawmakers committed an unpardonable constitutional breach. In the meantime, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says the enemies of the state have been defeated. Governor Fubara said this while addressing the national and state leadership of Ijaw Youth Council (IYC), who were on a solidarity walk to Government House in Port Harcourt on Thursday. He urged the Ijaw nation to join in celebrating the liberation of the state.
That you have come here today. I've also received you because we have one common purpose to create our dear state. I'm happy that you're telling me this morning that when I call on you, you will respond. But I don't need to call on you because we have defeated them. What they thought that they would have done to us while we are celebrating our 1 year in office, they are the ones sleeping with their two eyes open, restless. I've taken your request. I will look into it. And let me promise here, IYC will have its own secretariat in this state.
Now, yesterday, Governor Fubara warned local government chairmen to mind their actions as the end of their tenure nears. The governor said this during the flag-off of the Ilele-Omoko Road. The governor said he will punish anyone who hurts others under the guise of supporting any politician.
So I'm advising those people who call themselves local government chairmen. You have a few days in office. Conduct yourself. Politics will come, politics will go. We will still live our life. Let anybody not deceive you. If you deliberately hurt anybody in the course of maybe expressing your support, nobody will forgive you. You will pay for it. So I'm begging everyone, please conduct yourself.
Governor Fubara also said 50% of the amount budgeted for the 3.3-kilometer Ilele-Omoko Road has already been paid.
It's a 33.3 kilometer road that has a bridge. It's a road that will connect Ikwere, Omawa, and Abuabema. When this road is completed, commerce activity becomes very easy here. No more spending of man hour. And that is thinking for the people, thinking about the people, and also caring for the well-being of the people. So today, I want to charge these 3 local government areas. Support the contractor. Let this project be delivered between the 24 months of duration.
Our correspondent reports that former Senator John Mbata flagged off the road construction and assured the governor that the people of Ikwere are with him. Now to the energy sector. The Zonal Secretary of Ipman, Emmanuel Inimba, says there will soon be an end to the current fuel shortage in the state, with NMPCL making deliberate efforts to supply enough product to depots in Port Harcourt. In a telephone interview with correspondent Yobioroware, Mr. Inimba confirms that the new vessels are expected to land over the weekend, which will ensure that most filling stations have fuel to sell by the end of next week. But a stakeholder in the oil and gas sector, Joseph Obele, says fuel scarcity may persist due to the continued closure of the portal where marketers register to buy products.
Petroleum marketers nationwide usually buy from NNPC retail online portal, and it will interest you to know that the portal has been shut down and not accessible for the past 4 weeks, with a message on the portal stated products not available. We have over 20,000 marketers nationwide. Confirm from any of these 20,000 marketers when was the portal shut down and if the portal is accessible as we speak. Shutting down the portal for a long time is basically for lack of product and nothing more. Although at times they usually shut it down within 1 or 2 days for maintenance purposes.
Dr. Obele also attributed the current fuel situation to the federal government and NNPCL failure to fund the extra cost of importing this product into the country.
It is obvious that the cost of importing petroleum products for the international market and scarcity of foreign exchange is becoming unbearable, huge financial burden and upon the government and NNPC management. Hence, the recent fuel scarcity nationwide. We have about 19 petroleum loading depots in Rivers State. None is selling to marketers for the past 3 weeks until this hour. Yet, someone is addressing a press conference about availability of sufficient stock. It is unfortunate that motorists form long queues.
Now, our correspondent observed that the majority of filling stations in Port Harcourt are closed, while the few that are open are selling petrol at prices ranging from 800 to 820 naira per litre. Still to come, today is World Hypertension Day. Stay with us.
Uncle Town Council of Chiefs and
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The federal government, through the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, has announced that the student loan application portal will open on May 24, 2024. The media lead for the NEL Fund, Nasir Ayantogo, made this known in a statement. Now, this initiative aligns with President Bola Tinubu's commitment to promoting accessible and inclusive education for all Nigerian students. To help matters now, the Rivers State Commissioner for Health, Eze Ore, has urged residents to take control of their health and prioritize regular blood pressure screening. Mrs. Ore said this while speaking on the 2024 Hypertension Day. She said prioritizing blood pressure screening will reduce the risk of developing hypertension and its complications.
I urge you to take control of your health and prioritize regular blood pressure screening. By knowing your numbers and making positive lifestyle changes such as eating a balanced diet, staying physically active, managing stress and avoiding tobacco and excessive alcohol consumption, you can reduce your risk of developing hypertension and its associated complications. This World Hypertension Day, let us commit to taking action towards better cardiovascular health for ourselves and our loved ones. Together, we can make a difference.
The Health Commissioner called on development experts and well-meaning individuals to reach out and collaborate with the Rivers State government in the hypertension control space.
The contributions of the River State government under the able leadership of His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara range from the training of health workers, development of health infrastructure, to the provision of medical equipment and subsidized antihypertensive drugs in primary healthcare facilities. I would like to use this opportunity to thank our numerous partners and stakeholders for their continuous support in preventing and controlling hypertension in our dear state. I also call on more development partners to reach out and collaborate with us.
The theme for this year is Measure Your Blood Pressure Accurately, Control It, Live Longer. In business, a safety expert, Kenneth Uyi, is urging federal and state government to ensure that centers that will be used for the conversion of vehicles to compressed natural gas (CNG) should have all the safety measures to avoid disaster. Mr. Uyi said this while speaking with correspondent Yobi Oluware. He also advocated for adequate legislation and new policies to drive the introduction of CNG facilities into the country. Recall that the presidency recently mandated every government agency to start applying and use CNG buses, adding that the federal government is set to deliver 100 conversion workshops and 60 refilling sites spread across 18 states before the end of 2024. In entertainment, Nigerian singer Temilade Openi, popularly known as Tems, will be performing her recently released single Love Me Jeje and The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon next Monday. This will be her second appearance on the show after she joined Wizkid to perform their multi-award winning collaboration Essence in 2021. In sports, the Women's World Cup will take place in South America for the first time after Brazil was chosen to host the 2027 edition at the FIFA Congress today.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Israel has accused South Africa of distorting reality in its attempt to get the UN's top court to force it to stop its military campaign in Rafah, Gaza. It comes as the International Court of Justice (ICJ) began 2 days of hearings on Thursday when South Africa told the court that Israel intends to wipe Palestinians off the face of the earth. But delivering Israel's response, its Deputy Attorney General Gilad Noam said it is only by bringing down Hamas's military stronghold in Rafah will Palestinians be liberated from the terrorist regime.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's a wrap of the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. The PDP is insisting that the defected Rivers lawmakers can't return. The federal government will open the student loan application portal on May 24. Apeman says the current fuel shortage in River State will end soon. Today is World Hypertension Day. On the foreign scene, Israel has accused South Africa of false claims at ICJ. The news was edited by Martha Okirinkem. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifichuku Monyeli. Many thanks for listening.
We connect you to the world. We connect you to the